Okay, let's talk about winding bobbins. You can wind a bobbin from one of three sources on your machine. From the regular spool that's in the front of the machine for those threads that are cross wound, or from the supplemental spool, which is also used for those threads that are cross wound, or you can use it using the vertical thread holders for those that are on a cone that are not cross wound. Let's talk about the thread path for each. If you were winding it from the standard spool, you need to come behind the number 1 post. Now you need to go back through the number 2 clip, which you'll have to bear with me because I'm holding a camera in my hand. And then you want to go around the center post and over to your bobbin. Now let's talk about putting the bobbin on the machine. When you put the bobbin on the machine, you want to make sure that you press down firmly, but not too hard. I mean, you don't, you'll feel it clip into place. You wind your thread around the bobbin about 8 times, and then you come to the front, and there's a little cutter in the front. This is easier to do when you're using 2 hands. Then you depress the gray bobbin winder post, and on the front of your machine you'll see that you can increase the speed or you can slow down the speed. For this video I'm going to run it at a slow speed, but if I wanted to increase it, all I have to do is press the plus. Press start, and you'll notice that your bobbin starts to wind. I don't want to wind a full bobbin of this particular color, so I'm going to stop it. But I want to show you that when you remove your thread, what you can do is you press this back, and then all you have to do is cut your thread in the same cutter that you used whenever you were winding your bobbin. Now let's talk about the thread path going with the other spools. So let me unwind this, and I'll move it to this post. I always use the little end cap for these spools so that your thread doesn't get twisted. You want to have a cap that's slightly larger than the spool, and don't press too tightly because you want it to wind off of the spool very easily. You follow the graphic going through the number 2 clip, and again I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a little difficult. Here we go. Then you want to go back around the spool post and then back to your bobbin. So you can see that it's a fairly direct path. You can wind the bobbin while you have your thread in your sewing machine because you have a separate motor for your bobbin. I'll unthread this. If you are coming off of your top post, then you take your thread back through this clip like we did all the other times. Then you wind it around this tension dial and then back over to the bobbin. I hope this helps.